Yeah.
It, they,
Ah, Indian people.
yeah. So the
Yeah.
um, at the crowded, it's a little
Of
not safe.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now there are a lot of black people and Arabian.
Ah,
Yeah. And it's
so
very, very not safety.
yeah, of course.
Every
So
every
yeah, yeah, every
tramway they must announce, be careful, they are a thief, and sometimes not a thief but the robber. They they
yeah.
robber on the street and on the metro.
Oh, subway and oh, yeah. So I think so, as you said, as yeah, because of actually maybe the huge number of immigrants, people who immigrated to this country,
Yes,
so crowded, bustling. So it's not bad. Okay, so why we actually start talking about this topic, it's not bad to actually learn a few words. So first of all, so before I forget, let me write immigrants, a person who actually has come to another country to live in actually a country from some other country. So immigrant is the first word. And you know, we have some illegal immigrants.
yeah.
So people who immigrate to another country illegally. So we have some, and because of this, you can say that maybe everywhere is really bustling.
Bustling.
Crowded,
Yeah.
bustling, yeah. Of course, it's bustling, so it's crowded. Well, and
Yeah.
you said, yeah?
Not all the immigrants are bad. There are some of them
Yes. Yeah.
help the country a lot, but most of them they they live illegal and
Oh,
they
yeah,
do.
of course, illegally. So of course, so yeah, I know what you say. You mean not all the people who immigrated to Paris and, for example, to France. No, just but there are some people who maybe immigrated illegally, and of course, we can see thieves, robbers, and criminals among them. But of course, not all the people. Yeah, well, so tell me about actually the kind of places that you visited in
Um,
yeah.
I I visited some chateau in Paris. Um, I didn't go to Eiffel because I went there
Before.
a lot of times before.
Yeah. So you didn't go to, yeah, of course, because you
Yeah, but I
yeah.
still go to Louvre, but just outside. I didn't enter because I entered it already last
Yeah,
time.
of course, of course. Well, and you said that actually you went, you talked about people uh, who were really friendly. You said that, friendly and warm. So how to say, you can say people were welcoming. Welcoming means
Well,
friendly. They're happy. Yeah, when you, for example, visit somewhere or travel somewhere as a tourist, people are really happy to see you, and they are welcoming means friendly. So you can use another noun you like, actually hospitality of people. Hospitality means the way that people behave. So hospitality. Another, this one is noun, and actually it's a really good one when talking about people who are friendly. So hospitality, and people were welcoming.
yeah,
Yeah,
hospitality. Yeah,
of
I love
course.
Netherlands people. So, how do we call Netherlands people?
Yeah,
For
I'm
for
sorry.
example, Parisian, um, American. So, Netherlands. How do we call the
Yeah.
people of Netherlands?
Okay, so I'm sorry. So I couldn't get what you mean.
For about Vietnam, the people of Vietnam is Vietnamese. Um, America, the people of America is American. So,
Yeah.
Netherlands, the people
Ah,
of Netherlands
yeah,
is,
of course. You nationality,
yes,
nationality of people. Yeah. Okay. So you need to add er. So New Zealander. Yeah.
Netherlands.
Or of course, so yeah, you can say the term. So let me write it on the board. It's not bad too. So New Zealander, the first one, but I heard another word, of course, I'm not sure about it. So, yeah, of course you can say, for example, ER. So we
Uh,
normally use, I heard, yeah, I'm sorry.
it's not
Yeah.
New Zealand. Yeah, I mean Netherlands.
Ah, Netherlands. I heard New Zealand.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's different. Okay. So I heard, why I heard New Zealand? Yeah, they are Dutch. They are Dutch. People from Netherlands, yeah, are called Dutch. So,
Really?
yeah, of
Because
course.
when I came to Netherlands,
Yeah, Netherlands.
uh,
Okay,
Netherlands,
of course.
Dutch,
Yeah,
Swiss,
Dutch. Of course. Their nationality is Dutch. Yeah.
Holland. Oh, I have a confused.
Why?
Um, because I don't understand whether that place is Netherlands or Holland.
Oh,
Yeah,
I do
because,
because
do you know? Because
because you travel.
let me check.
You
Let me check
travel.
on the Google
Yeah.
Translate. Yeah.
Yeah. But let me say something. Human, they call, okay, just you say Poland or Holland because they're the same. Because I can hear you say Netherlands or Holland. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I see.
Because they're the same. So if you want, because again, okay, Dutch, Holland, Netherlands. So there, but Poland is different. I can understand if you mean Poland or Holland, which one?
Yeah, the first country I visited is Switzerland.
Yeah.
And the second is
Yeah.
Netherlands.
So of
Netherlands.
course, yeah. So Holland, yeah, or Netherlands. Yeah. So what's the problem with these two? Netherlands and Holland, you mean? So Holland,
Yeah.
yeah, they're Dutch, of course. This one,
Ah, it's same.
yeah, of course, they're Dutch. So,
Oh,
but
Dutch.
Poland is different. Yeah, Poland is different.
I see. The
Yeah,
people of Netherlands is Dutch.
yeah, Dutch. Of course, both nationality, of course, are Dutch. Yeah, both of them.
Wait
Yeah,
a minute.
yeah.
Hello? Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
I
yeah. And let me say, because I heard and we have Poland, that's Polish. So they are different. Holland, Poland, so, but Netherlands, Holland, okay. Nationality, people who live in Netherlands, of course, are called Dutch.
Dutch. Yeah. I
Yeah, of course.
misunderstand that Dutch is Germany.
Yeah,
But
of
and
course.
it's not
Yeah. So
Netherlands, and Netherlands people
yeah,
eat Dutch. Yeah,
yeah,
I
of
love Dutch.
course. Yeah, of course, Dutch people. So of course, I haven't, I never traveled there, but I only heard about them. But I don't know so about this actually country, how people behave. But as you said, it can be great because you mentioned how people are friendly, and that's interesting. How is the weather?
Yeah, the weather is. I don't know why it's getting hot and cold, and it's
Oh,
it changed terribly.
oh,
The first day is still shining, about
oh.
17 C degree, but the next day is rain and it's about 10-degree below.
Really unexpected. I think it was unexpected weather. You couldn't predict if it's going to be sun or, for example, yeah, you don't know. So it was unexpected, unexpected weather. Of course, we have actually it changes regularly and you can't understand whether it's going to be sunny or rainy. Today is okay, 1 hour later is rainy. Okay, so unexpected weather.
And
Yeah.
the weather is changed a lot. In Vietnam, it's never changed
uh,
like that
yeah.
because the degree of low temperature and high temperatures is not much in Vietnam,
uh,
but there it changed a lot from below 10-degree up to about 20-degree. Yeah.
yeah, of course, yeah. So, actually it can be a really interesting experience, but of course, maybe maybe the next time that you travel there, of course, lots of things about so the weather, how to, yeah. So tell me, okay, about shopping. Did you do some
Yeah.
shopping? Yeah or no?
Yes. Um, in in French, I buy some souvenir, and it's much cheaper than in Switzerland. Yeah,
Yeah,
Switzerland, the price is really high.
yeah,
In uh, Netherlands, the
yeah.
chocolate is
Right.
cheaper than in French. Even
Ah,
though the
oh, because of course it's
souvenir shop
France.
is
Yeah,
more
of
expensive
course.
than in, but
Yeah,
it
got it.
is cheaper. Yeah. So I buy
Yeah,
some souvenir in French and buy chocolate from Netherlands.
yeah. Just French is nationality. Don't forget, you need to say France. France is country. French is nationality. So yeah, yeah, that's interesting because as I know, they have really, I can say they are really famous for their chocolates, sweet chocolates, candies. Yeah, so because of this, maybe it's more expensive. But cheap is so you could find some affordable means inexpensive, means not expensive, cheap. Cheap. Okay, so you can say affordable goods, product, clothes. Okay, or for example, food. For example, goods were low priced. We could find some low priced goods, or for example, products 20 years. Okay, and you want to say it was, for example, something that was expensive, you can say costly. So it was really, everything was really costly, maybe in Paris. So okay, so So you went shopping. Okay, so and did you, I don't know, pick up some clothes or no?
Yeah, I bought some because when I came there, I used the card of my cousin. She have the customer card. Therefore, when I bought uh, the product there, I have a discount.
Oh, so that's really good. So you can say buy. Of course, buy is really good one. But informally, when we talk to people, we say pick up. Pick up means buy, but this is informal. So in speaking, we use it when talking to, for example, friends and people. When actually the situation is an informal situation, we say pick up, means buy. Okay, and tell me, did you shop around? Did you shop around? That's right.
Yes, of course. Because we have to pick up a lot of things to back to Vietnam for our friends, our
Uh-huh.
co-workers, and family members.
Yeah, but you know, to shop around, you know what's the meaning of this? It means to look for the best price. For example, you go to different stores to check and compare the prices so and find the best price. So when we shop around, it means we go to different stores to find the best price of one. For example, I want to buy the t-shirt, a t-shirt. Okay, now I know the price of this t-shirt. Then I go to another store to find the better price. If I can find, of course, I buy it. So you can say look for, to look for the best price. Means to shop around. So I think, so let me teach you an idiom. I think you shop till you drop. Shop till you drop. It means you go out and I don't know, you do some shopping and you do it for actually maybe a few hours so that you get tired and you can't walk, you know? So it's like, so tell me, did you shop till you drop?
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
because at that time I bought too much things so that I and my sister, we have to come back because we cannot uh, bring them
Yeah.
too much things.
Yeah, of course. So of course, you know, sometimes, especially when we go somewhere, I don't know, some new places and visit some new places, we want to maybe, I don't know, especially we do some window shopping. So it's been just look at actually like the stores. Of course, we don't tend to buy. Just okay, let's see what can we find here. So window shopping, and we normally to go window shopping. It means, so for example, you check and you look at different actually stores and shop. Of course, you don't want to buy anything, just check for new product, clothes, or something like this. So did you go window shopping?
Yes, I had to go window shopping for a few last days because at
Yeah.
that time there no I couldn't buy anything more because the weight is limited.
Ah, of course, of course, of course. Yeah, but you actually, I think you spend a lot of money. So, yeah.
I'm sorry, wait a minute. Cô nghe hả? Dạ, chiều 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 bé giúp cho bé cô sớm được không cô? Được 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 nha. Dạ 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 dạ. Thì lát lát ghé qua cô nha. Dạ dạ. Dạ cô.
Yeah. So you splashed out. Splash out means to spend a lot of money on something. So for example, I like to splash out on new clothes. It means to spend a lot of money. So you splashed out. You spend a lot of money.
Yeah, because the value of Vietnam dong is not as high as Europe. Therefore, compared to the value of the two money exchange, is really uh,
Of course, I know. Of course.
when we spend money is remarkable.
Yeah, of course, of course. And okay, could you find something that's, I don't know, grabbed your attention, something like captured your attention and you found it really, I don't know, interesting or something really good. It can be a place or something like, I don't know, uh, food or something else, anything that grabbed your attention in Paris, especially. Maybe people's attitude.
Uh, in Netherlands, when we find a way to go to some place, the people there is very kind to have us, especially when we don't know, we have to use the QR code to, but when uh, we use it and the door is not open,
Ah,
and there's somebody come came and help us, and then when he said just use his card to open the door, and
yeah.
we all go to the the place to waiting for the train, but
Ah,
after that he find in his cell phone, and he said no, not this train, you should go down and go to the platform 3, and then he pick us from this platform to that platform, and he say
ah,
until we can get the right train.
oh,
Very
of course.
hospitality.
Yeah, so of course, yeah, it was, I think it's really good, especially it's really good attitude and behavior towards tourists, especially when they
Yeah,
know, yeah, of course,
but
friendly.
I think when we find the way, almost all the Dutch, all the Dutch are hospitality like that. So very
So,
welcoming.
so okay, so just I couldn't get, so you said all of them are uh, friendly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Say something about hospitality. As I told you, hospitality is actually the state of being friendly. So if you want to use an adjective, okay, hospitable. They were hospitable. Okay, this is an adjective. Okay, for example, all people were hospitable. It means they were pleased to welcome you. They were generous, they were friendly. So, hospitable means pleased to welcome, for example, guests, visitors, guest, generous, and of course, friendly to visitors. So, yeah, you liked hospitality of people, but people were hospitable. Okay, this one is adjective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people in Switzerland are hospitality, are hospitable,
Hospitable.
but because we are the guests at their place, therefore they are hospitable to us. But
Yeah.
the Dutch, they are just the person on the street, and
Yeah.
they they know that we need help, and they help us.
Yeah,
That's
of
all.
course. Yeah, and tell me about the language. So how did you communicate? How did you talk in English?
Even though some people their English is not very good, but they try the best to help us.
Of course, that's great. Well, tell me about your local custom. So tell me about, I don't know, the way that people behave. I don't know, or their traditional, I don't know, traditions among people, if they have any special thing,
Um,
local custom, and especially cuisine. I want to know. Tell me about special dish that you ate.
to tell the truth, I am not very familiar with the cuisine there.
Oh,
Um,
why?
because the tasty is different, and but I I try some dishes at in Switzerland and
Yeah.
in Netherlands, but I I love ice cream. Only ice. Yeah, ice cream is really good, but
Yeah.
on other dishes, the taste is not familiar to me. Yeah.
Okay, so new, maybe new flavors. So it was not
Yeah.
really. So you can say that maybe their food, their local cuisine was not your cup of tea. When something is not your cup of tea, it means it's not something that you really like. So that's is or that is not, okay, my cup of tea. It means it's my taste. It's something that I really like. When something is your cup of tea, of course you like it. When something is not, that's not my cup of tea. It means I don't like it. So it was not my cup of tea. So it means I didn't like. It was not something that I really like.
Because my my sister's friend and their family have a restaurant, and all people in their family are well cooked.
Oh,
So when we
good.
came to their house, we um, we can taste a lot of good dishes. So it's better to eat at home because the dishes is really.
Of course. You can try everything at home. So why do you need to go out
uh,
and eat out?
they love
Yeah.
to cook for us. We have new dishes every day.
Yeah, of course. Well,
It's
and yeah,
out. It's better than it
of
out.
course.
Yeah.
Of course, when you have a professional at home, why do you need to eat out? Of course, it's perfect to eat at home. Of course, it's really good. Well, okay. And tell me, let's talk about maybe Uh, okay, about negative and positive points, of a trip. So you went on a trip. Okay, so of course there are some good points, maybe some benefits, but some negative points, maybe disadvantages, or I don't know, something that you want to mention, if there is.
Yeah, the good point is that I can buy a lot of things that I intend to buy, and I almost buy all of them. And um, there are something I do more. Um, I I prefer to go to Switzerland, and now I can go there. But I don't think that I will come back to Switzerland. But I will be back to Netherlands.
Ah, Netherlands,
Even
of course. You said New Zealand.
I
I heard New Zealand. Okay, yeah, of course. Yeah,
I came there 3 times, but I still want to be back.
yeah, of course. So just, we don't say come back because you come back to your actually first place. So this is my start. Okay. And when I want to go somewhere else, I go back. I come back to my first place. Okay. For example, I travel from my country, go to another country and it began and I come back here. Okay. But I go back to another country. Okay. So another destination. Yeah. So, wow, that was really, actually, I think it was really good experience for you. But I think as you mentioned at the beginning, maybe one drawback actually is, the number of, not all them, as you said, the number of people or immigrants who actually destroy local culture.
Yeah,
Yeah, so some people, because that's really important, some people destroy local culture. This one is really important. So because of this, actually when you visit somewhere for another time and again do it, maybe every time that you visit there, you find some differences, some noticeable maybe changes. But yeah, that's of course it's not really good. Wow.
yeah. They make Paris is no longer a safe country. Why
Yeah,
we feel safe when we was in Netherlands, but it's
yeah,
not Paris.
yeah, of course. And tell me about actually, I want to know about littering. So tell me if the streets, because I heard something about Paris, I'm not sure about it. I don't know, everywhere is polluted. You can see lots of idle litters and trash on the street. Is it right or no?
Oh, I don't
Oh, it
know
was clean.
how how to say, but a lot of uh, the dog, um, peep on the street.
What? Ah, I heard, really?
Yeah. So
Oh, no way.
let
Really?
me check how to say it in English. I, let me check. Um, and the smell is make like everywhere because they take the dog out and the dog a lot of the dog eat
Oh,
and then
yeah, of course. Yeah,
and the
yeah. So
smell.
you can see the poop everywhere. Oh, so the pee and you can see their poop everywhere. Oh,
But no, it's not the same in Australia. When I visit Melbourne, I
of course.
saw
Now,
there are the people when they take the dog out, they have a plastic And when the doctor want to have something, and they use that plastic bag
Of course, of
right
course.
away. There's
Yeah, of
nothing
course.
on the street. Very
Yeah, of
clean in
course.
front, but
Yeah.
not Paris.
Yeah. Oh, so it's culture, I think, but it's not good at all. So it's not good. Yeah. Oh, I don't like it. Well, okay. So let me ask another question. So because you actually supposed to buy lots of things, souvenirs and lots of things in either in Paris or Netherlands. So did you travel light or you packed heavy?
When I went to Netherlands, I traveled with cake hand, a small suitcase, only a
Ah,
small suitcase, because we use the train from Paris, Paris North to
of
up
course.
to that place, and just a small suitcase. That's enough. And we, because we live in Holland just a few days, um, not much, and we leave our big suitcase at home in Paris homes.
Yeah, of course. Of
My
course.
cousin, she has a daughter who study at the university, and now it's summer, and she went back to her house. So
Ah,
we use her room, her
ah,
her studio in Paris,
ah,
so we can live
ah.
like yeah.
Yeah, okay. And tell me about time difference. So, do you have to get up early or I don't know? Tell me about time difference because I didn't know anything about time when, for example, your country and France.
Yeah, when I came to Paris, there's no time difference. Every day, about 9:30 at night, I go to bed and
Ah,
study about uh, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, the same as I
oh,
was in Vietnam. But
yeah.
when I came to Vietnam, there's a
I
difference.
can't, you're tired.
I can sleep at night.
Yeah, of course. So I think, yeah. Yeah, so that's what's really interesting because you woke up at 4 a.m. So that's us. Let me say something. When you want to say that I get up or I got up very early, like 4 a.m. is very early. You can say I got up. Of course, you can change it to get up or got up or will get up. So because you talked in past, I got up, okay, at the crack of dawn, at the crack of dawn. That means to get up very early. This is an idiom that we normally use it. Just let me write it to get up very early. So I got up. It means I got up very early. Just, get up. You can change it in different, like get up, got up, will get up. Yeah. Okay. Now,
In
let me ask you
Vietnam,
another. Yeah,
I
of
get
course.
up at the crack of dawn.
Yeah,
But
of course.
when I
Excellent.
back from the Europe,
Yeah.
I can't sleep at night, and I wake up very late in the morning.
Yeah, of course. So maybe because you changed actually a place, maybe because of this, you couldn't sleep well at night. And yeah, so but actually, I want to know about your accommodation, the place that you stayed in different places. So of course, so first you stayed in your cousin's house, okay, to cousin house, and after that, okay, when you moved to another place, did you stay at a hotel or hostel or where?
I live in Paris, and when I travel around, I use the metro or train or bus. Um, but I think the traffic in Paris is old and not as convenient as in Melbourne or in Taiwan or in Singapore. Singapore is small, so the traffic is very convenient. But Melbourne is bigger, larger, but it's still very convenient. Why in Paris it's not convenient? There are three kind of cars in Paris, and when we just go around Paris, we buy a car, of course. That one can only go in Paris. If we want to go to the suburb of Paris, for example, my cousin live in the suburb of Paris. It near, let's say, Chateau. So we must buy another card. This card can come there, but this card is valuable. It's much expensive than the Paris. And
of course.
If we go to convenient us, that we can spend on the valuable of the card. We must buy them day by day. And the last, the first one is paper card that we buy it each time we go.
So you use public. Of course. So I think so you used public transport.
Yes.
Okay. In order to avoid getting stuck in traffic. To be stuck, so to be stuck or get stuck traffic jam. That means, you know, of course, there are lots of cars, so you need to wait for maybe, I don't know, for a few hours. So of course, it's better to use public transport in order to avoid being, just don't forget about after avoid, we use ing, avoid being or getting stuck in traffic. Okay, here is better now. Okay, now, well, just, you know, yeah, you talked about transfer. That was really good. But I want to know about actually your accommodation, the place that you stayed. Yeah, you stayed at your cousin's home in Paris. But, you know, when you went to Netherlands or Switzerland, so where you stayed?
I live in the hotel in Netherlands, and a kind of camping in Switzerland. The camping is really good, like a house, 3 rooms, and we can cook, and yeah, it's like a small house at the camping area. very
Camping site,
yeah.
of course. I know. Camping site, it's like it feel to actually pitch a tent. So like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Well, okay. And now I'm going to ask another question about what you liked and what you dislike about your trip. So if you want to mention a few, I don't know, things that you liked and something that you disliked about your trip, what can you mention? What can you say?
Yeah, I know a lot of things. But the only one that I dislike is the weather. I love the weather because the weather is so cool. While in Vietnam it's a little hot. But
Of course.
I don't like the changing of the weather. The changing is so much. So I spend a lot of time to put on and put off the clothes.
I know you needed, yeah, of course, according to the weather. That was really good. So you needed to change your clothes again and again. Ah, of course. So the weather was not good. So maybe a negative point, but of course, about the other. So you liked everything
Yeah.
except for weather.
Yeah. In the morning, I have to put on, and then a few hours later, I have to put off, and then yeah, in
So,
the evening, so I have to put on.
yeah,
Yeah.
so take them off. So we put on, we take off. We put on or wear or we take them off. So we, of course, you had to put on and take them off. So of course, it's not really comfortable, convenient. Well, okay, and now let me ask another question about actually shopping. So tell me I want to know about people. So do normally people buy things online or no, they would prefer to go out and, for example, I don't know, uh, go to the streets, spend time together and buy something they need. So which one or no? But actually shopping online is more common.
Yeah. I think if we know about that product, we can shop online. But
Yeah.
sometimes the new products or something we try to look for, we should go and try. Yeah,
Yeah.
it must be. But there one thing remarkable about shopping is that after COVID, when I
Yeah.
came to some country around here, I found that
Yeah.
the products is
Yeah.
much less than before.
Of
Yeah,
course. Yeah.
in every country like that. When I came um to France, and then I bought some cosmetic.
Ah.
As you, France is the country of cosmetic, but when I because my favorite brand is Givenchy, and I
Ah.
know that, and I asked for some shop, but
Ah.
they're no longer that product. So
Oh.
after that, I know that it seemed that Givenchy is no longer produce cosmetic products.
Ah. Of
Yeah,
course. Ah, so interesting. I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah. So, wow. And do people in France, especially because, as you mentioned, of course, when it comes to cosmetic and makeup, of course, they have lots of things to say. So, do you prefer, actually, do people generally prefer to buy actually products from their own or from other countries? So, of course, different brands, what's their own brands?
mm, mm, mm. I don't understand your questions.
Okay, let me ask again. So, for example, you know that in each country there are different brands from another country, okay, other countries like American brands, or for example, and the product of actually the country, their own products. For
Yeah.
example, their own brands. I want to know if they prefer to buy their own products, own brands, or no, maybe brands from other countries.
No, Givenchy is a French brand.
No, I know. I'm asking totally people.
Yeah.
I want to know about people if they prefer to buy products from their own country or no, they buy some different products from different countries, like American products, like for example, I don't know, Chinese, if there is, or something like this.
If I'm a tourist, when I came to a country, I will buy the product of that country. Yeah.
Of course. And how about the people of that country? Local people.
Yeah. Local people. Yeah. I don't know in other country, but my cousin who live in French, they like the product of their country. But
Ah,
when they came to Vietnam, they buy a lot of product from Vietnam.
ah,
I saw they use the cup with Vietnamese character in it. Yeah,
ah,
because
of course. Uh, well, okay. So, and my last question, that was a really good one. So tell me about the most interesting thing that you actually maybe saw, or for example, you faced in your trip. So what was the most interesting thing, or maybe part of experience of a trip?
yeah, that's it, the mosquito net.
Oh,
Yeah, because when I came to my cousin house, I uh, I found that their mosquito net is very uh, I don't know whether do you have it in America, but it's not here in Vietnam. But now in Vietnam it's hot and there are a lot of mosquito.
yeah,
And the mosquito net in her house is very special.
yeah,
Uh, she it's a kind of sticker.
yeah.
The sticker can stick the mosquito net at the
Yeah.
window at the door,
Oh,
and it can take out when she came out, and
yeah.
then she stick it again.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Of course. I got it. So different like a screen. Yeah, we say mosquito screen or mosquito net. So of course, I got it. So it's something like, yeah. So you don't have this in your country?
No, we just have the kind of mosquito net to sleep, and it rectangular like this. And
Yeah.
now when I came back to Vietnam, I will measure on my windows and doors, and then I send the measure to her. She will help me to buy order the mosquito net with the exactly that measure.
Of course, nowadays they're not, maybe they're not, yeah, they're common, but not really common yet. We have kind of it, but of course there are different things that we normally, people normally use nowadays because actually everything is changed. So, but yeah, we can find them everywhere. But that was really interesting, good experience. Well, okay, so we discussed your trip in detail, and thank you for sharing information with me. Thank you so much. And of course, I tried to give you some alternatives in order to talk about your trip so that you can talk about it maybe more easily. And thank you. And it was really good time to see you again. Yes,
One
dear.
question, please.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Do you have experience of teaching IL speaking?
Of course, I'm teaching IELTS. Of course, I'm teaching
IL speaking.
A long
Yeah.
time, of course, not only speaking. So I have lots of students for IELTS, candidates for IELTS, actually who are gonna sit for an IELTS test, speaking, writing, listening, and I can say that I've been teaching IELTS for about 12 years.
Wow, it's great.
Of course, and yeah, specifically IELTS, and I can see that yeah, my students could get really high scores in IELTS.
Yeah. So, how about next time I will send some subject about IELTS speaking to you, and we study about that.
Of course, so you're gonna study, of course, why not? But as you know, speaking IELTS is definitely different from general speaking. And
Yes.
we have some methods, and we have different parts. So we have three parts of speaking. The first part is some questions, and after that we have cue card in part two and part three. And yeah, of course, and there are some common topics that we
Yes.
normally practice, and of course we can get started. That's really good because I speaking is natural speaking. So of course, why not? I do agree. And you can choose a topic, or I can start actually the topics of us speaking one by one. So it's your choice. But if you choose, we can start with actually the topic that you desire. So why not? It's great.
Yeah. Okay, I will send it to you.
Of
Thank you
course,
very
you're
much.
welcome. You're welcome. That's great. And thank you so much. And as I told you, it was really nice to see you again.
So see you next week.
Of
Thank
course, have a
you.
great time. Welcome. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.